Smith traffic, 1249er departing runway 23, heading to the southwest, Smithfield. Alright, one more time here.
Smithfield Airport, automated weather observation 2129er Zulu weather. Wind 240 at 5. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000. Temperature 7 Celsius. Dew point -2 Celsius. Altimeter 3023.
Altimeter set. Taxi clearance obtained, taxi area clear, brakes check, flight instruments check. Hold on.
Smithfield traffic, 6 Delta Charlie, departing the area to the northwest, Smithfield.
Alright, I think we're going to take off on runway 23.
Sounds good.
Alright. Alright, flight instruments look good.
Get up here, go ahead and turn on your taxi light and your position lights. I should say your nav light.
Delta traffic, 1249er at Bravo, taxi runway 31 to 23, Smithfield. Alright, I don't hear or see anyone.
Then once you actually get onto the runway, you'll call back taxi.
Alright. Smith traffic, 1249er, back taxi for runway 23, Smithfield. Hey Zach, can you hear me back there?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, back 2000. Alright. Alright, run up flight and engine instruments check, no red X's. Alright, mixture full forward. Throttle 1800 RPM. Alright, magnetos. Okay, alright. Alright, let's check here. Alright, left. Alright, 1790 to, alright, 1710, back to both. And to right. Alright, 1740, 30, okay. Back to both. Alright, engine instruments and ammeter. Everything looks good. Alright, suction gauge, the vacuum looks good. Throttle back to 600.
Smithfield traffic, helicopter 293 Sierra Victor's 2 to the north, westbound, climbing to 2000, Smithfield.
Okay, alright. CDI soft key, select nav source, FMS and GPS, we're good. Alright, before takeoff, flight control screen correct. Left, right, left, right, all the way back. All the way forward, and we're good.
Get your rudder.
Oh yeah, thank you. Left, right, no binding. Alright, fuel gauge quantity check. Alright, fuel selector valve or fuel selector on both. Alright, trim and flap set. Flaps to 10, and trim is good. Thing indicator set. Departure brief complete. Alright, mixture full forward. Engine instruments check.
And what I'm doing is I'm putting in Grissom.
Okay. Okay, seats and seatbelts most upright and fastened. Doors and windows close and lock. Landing and strobe light on. And transponder to altitude. Alright. Which direction are we going?
Heading to the southwest.
Okay.
Smith to traffic, 1249er departing runway 23, heading to the southwest, Smithfield.
Alright, flaps and sound. Alright. Full power.
Alright, from here on in I'll take care of the radios.
Okay, thank you.
What you'll do is level me off at 2,000 feet.
Alright.
And you'll stay to the right of the towers.
Alright.
Smithfield traffic, 1249er, departing the area to the southwest, Smithfield. Approach, Skyhawk 12419er.
Squawk 1249er, Squawk 4605 to request.
4605. Just out of Smithfield to the southwest, currently passing through 1600. Be direct to Golf Uniform Sierra, request flight following, 419er.
49er, Squawk 4605.
4605, 419er.
Fort Wayne, Saratoga 2542 Whiskey out of 3 for sec.
What's that advisory right there?
Go ahead and click it. Alright. Those are just the database areas we've come to love.
Alright.
Fort Wayne, Saratoga 2542 Whiskey out of 3.3 for sec. For 2542 Whiskey 4 and approach 1010 to 3024. 3024.
In the climb, go ahead and shoot for like around 80 knots or so.
Okay.
Keep that vertical speed up. We were only doing about 250 feet per minute.
Okay.
Around like 80 knots is a good speed, 80, 85 for this airplane.
Okay, cool.
It's been high pressure out for
Pulling approach up and
probably about 5 days. You can see it really traps that smog, all that naming crap, and really kills your visibility.
Yeah, I really do.
24, thanks.
Okay. So these are systems you haven't used in a long time,
Yeah.
in terms of everything else other than the altitude and the airspeed. On the right side up here, ground speed.
Yep.
Presented by GS. Our desired track and our actual track.
Okay.
So what we want is a 242, but we're actually going 244. Not really a big difference.
Okay.
The closer they are together, the better off you are. But I wouldn't worry about chasing it too much.
Yeah.
I focus more on holding your line right there.
Okay.
Estimated time en route, 25 minutes.
Yep. Okay.
See over here now, distance is 41.6 nautical miles, and BRG stands for bearing, or where it's located directly off the nose.
Okay.
And that's 242 degrees.
Awesome.
Same as the desired track.
Okay.
Golf here.
That's affirmative. November 1 Golf Sierra has the right of 4,000.
Oh, right's good, yeah. I picked up about, probably 10 knots, I think, looks like.
Roger, thank you.
And now we have a headwind of 17 knots, basically.
Okay.
Which means that'll be a tailwind on the way back.
All right, cool.
Outside air temperature, right now it's at 0 degrees.
Okay, all right.
Samaritan 2, 25 miles west of Fort Wayne. Radar service terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency changes approved.
Hey, Squawk and VFR, thanks for your help. Talk to you later, Samaritan 2.
Off the nav radios,
Okay.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in 117.8, which is Fort Wayne's VOR.
Okay.
Make that active.
All right.
Down here, the PFD, if I choose bearing 1,
Yeah.
I can choose 117.8, and it's going to point back to the Fort Wayne VOR.
Oh, cool. Are we putting in the VOR because we're still in their airspace?
We're just doing it to have something to track.
Okay. All right.
So I can look right at that and know exactly where Fort Wayne is.
Okay, cool.
That is a common procedure for
Number 1 Golf Sierra, contact
aircraft that only have VOR receivers, not this giant display, because it helps keep track of things. I mean, when we have this kind of display, well, I can just look and see, but it's still a good habit to be in, is to track VORs that are close to you.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Cessna 419er, contact Grissom approach 121.05, advise them of your destination and type aircraft.
Over to Grissom 121.05, 12419er. Grissom approach, Skyhawk 12419er.
12419er, Grissom approach, the Grissom altimeter 3025.
3025, we are at Skyhawk 172 inbound for land. 12419er.
419er landing Grissom.
That's correct.
419, Roger, Grissom altimeter again 3025, the wind 2206, we are landing runway 23, report Grissom inside.
3025, copy wind, runway 23, 12419er. Report airport in sight.
Grissom approach, Saratoga 2542 Whiskey at 6.
Saratoga 2542 Whiskey, Grissom approach, the Grissom altimeter 3025.
The next frequency we're going to have is tower 113.7.
Okay, so just put that in ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do I change the altimeter on this when it's set to feet?
What you will do is hit arrow.
Okay.
Golf 8000.
829er Golf, Grissom approach, Grissom altimeter 3025.
3025, Canine Golf.
And so what he advised us that we have to report the airport in sight. Runway 23 is going to be the active runway, so basically directly where we're looking, so it'll be, for the most part, a straight-in approach.
Yeah.
What I've done here is I've put tower on COM 1, and now I've put ground on 128.425 on COM 2.
Okay.
Now their ATIS is 108.45. Now the interesting thing is that's not in the frequency range for a comm radio, but it is for a VOR. And if you look up here, that is Muncie's VOR, 108.6. So if I go to the nav radio, put in 108.6, activate, let's see here, nav 2. There it is.
Marion Municipal Airport.
You want us to use Marion.
Observation 2157 Zulu. Weather. Wind 210 at 4. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature.
I get a little warm.
Oh, yeah.
What I set up here is our vertical nav path.
Okay.
We want to be 1,000 feet above the ground on the 2 nautical miles before we get to the airport.
Okay.
If you look here, it's set up as, I'd like us to do a 500 foot per minute descent.
Okay.
So what it gives me is TOD, top of descent.
Okay. Oh, cool.
And that tells us right where we're going to be. And then the little orange square is where we'll pop out.
Oh, cool. And then that orange square is the 2 nautical miles.
November 8,
Yes.
29er Golf, reset your transponder squawk 1335.
I've actually never flown into Grissom before. It's an interesting airport. It's a Class D airport, but it actually has approach and departure, clearance delivery, let's see, tower and ground. So basically, all of the same frequencies as a Class C, as a Class B airport. So it's kind of an oddity. I'll need to do a little reading on. I'm assuming this is due to all of the military tanker traffic. I want to have
November 8, 29er Golf, Grissom.
You may be used to this because of Fort Wayne, but just to kind of redress it, the reason we're not hearing everybody is, for one, there's 2 separate frequencies for aircraft that are on the east to the west. Now, we can hear him no matter what he transmits on, but some of those other aircraft we don't hear calling back, they're going to be on the 123.85 or western approach frequency.
Okay. Now, since we're going west, wouldn't we be on the western approach frequency?
We're to the east of the airport, though.
Oh, okay.
So it's all about the cardinal direction from the airport itself.
Okay.
Fort Wayne handed us off to them and gave us a frequency. So if we were just calling them up cold like we normally do Fort Wayne, we'd have to determine whether we were to the east or the west of the airport.
Okay.
Romeo, affirmative. Good night. We'll see you.
How many miles are we away from Grissom?
Okay, we 23.3.
Very good. How long until we get there?
14 minutes.
Okay. Just some protocol here while we are going to be in there.
Give me 6894 Victor Grissom, approach altimeter 3023.
And while you are getting flight following, you don't have to hold a particular altitude unless they advise you to. So 149er maintain VFR at or below 3,000, at or above such and such altitude. So we can start our descent whenever we like. Sometimes you'll call to advise them, sometimes you won't.
Alright.
Usually it's best to do that.
November 829er Golf, changing my frequency 123.85. 29 Golf, Roger, thank you.
So if we were to have an engine failure, And I wanted to let them know my distance. Would I say 30.5 nautical miles away from the footwing VOR?
No, what you'd want to do is tell them how far away you are from Grissom.
Okay.
So we would be 17.8 nautical miles.
Yeah. Okay.
All you have to do is just use the tail there. So about off the 060, about a 60 bearing.
Okay, cool.
And then what we would do is shoot for that airport off there to the left. That's the nice thing about having this screen. Let you know, we glide right into that airport, no problem.
Cool.
Our top of the descent is going to begin around the middle portion of that lake once we pass that laterally.
Alright, cool.
Alright, 16 miles to go. I can't see it, it's just too hazy. Oh, excuse me, too hazy.
Yeah. Okay, what is the appropriate RPM setting for a descent?
Well, with me, I normally leave the power pretty high.
Okay.
November 419, we're going to report Grissom in sight.
So we report Grissom in sight, 419er. I got it out there in the distance.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Can you see it way out there? Big, long runway?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. And Grissom approach 419, we have the airport site.
419, roger, radar service terminated, contact Grissom Tower 133.7, we'll see you.
133.7, over the tower, 419er.
Alright, almost there to be seen.
Grissom Tower, Skyhawk 12419er.
Vertical track.
Up to 1419 Grissom Tower, report 3 mile final runway 23.
So report 3 mile final, runway 23, Skyhawk 12419er. That sounded like 3 miles.
Yeah. 500 feet per minute.
Normally what I'll do is I'll pull back to what my cruise power setting was.
Okay.
As we pitch down, the prop will speed up.
Alright.
Go ahead and add a little extra back in. So what you want to do, instead of heading straight to the airport, is kind of go off to the right just a little ways.
Sure. I didn't hear them. Did they contact you back once you contacted them on 133.7?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So, do we let them know the descent yet, or?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
We're inbound for landing.
Yeah.
They already know we're going to be descending inbound. Should have clarified. More so that's just if I'm on a cross country and I'm going from point A to point B and I'm midway and I want to change my altitude and maybe get some better winds.
Okay. Alright. Alright, so this will be a straight in for 2-3?
Be a straight in for 2-3.
Okay.
And we don't make any radio calls about
at a
pattern or
controlled
anything
airport.
like that? Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. That's an interesting phrase you used. You said radar service terminated.
Yeah.
So, well, you know what, that makes sense, because most Class D airports don't have radar, so approach departure control might be a separate military facility where they handle all traffic. No, I take that back. The approach departure control might be a separate civilian facility there on the airport,
Okay.
and then the tower is handled by the military.
Oh, alright, gotcha.
could be in the same building though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. It even gives you a little track monitor.
Alright, that's cool.
To tell you where you need to be.
Awesome.
At some point here, we'll need to actually slow down, throttle back, and put ourselves into a landing configuration.
There, yeah, okay.
This makes it easy to call that 3-mile final.
Uh-huh.
What that beeping sound is us coming within 1,000 feet of the altitude selected, so
Okay.
I'll just bump that up so we don't have to hear that.
Alright.
I'm starting to pick up the VASI there.
Yeah. I'm a little confused here. So this little glide slope indicator, if that's up, do I need to pull up, or if it's...
Yeah, you'll need to, it's kind of like stepping on the ball.
Okay.
If the ball's off to the left, you need to push left rudder. If the glide slope is high, you need to ascend slightly.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see the pappy.
Oh, that's right, you're correct. I said bastard, that's a pappy.
Alright, so for a straight-in landing, when do you know when to do like certain flap settings?
Say that one more time, sorry.
Like on a straight-in landing, when do you know to do certain flaps? Like when do you do 10, 20, 30?
That's the hard thing about it, isn't it? Knowing when to be able to do all that. At about 5 miles, I'd start throttling back.
Okay, alright. So at about 5 miles or in 5 miles?
At 5 miles.
Okay.
In 5 miles, we'll be at the airport.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead and turn on your landing light.
Alright. There's 5. What setting do you want it at?
Bring the power back to 13.
Oh,
Just 13. The normal, I'm sorry, 15, the normal landing configuration. We'll get the we'll get the speed under control.
Alright.
So go ahead and bring the nose back up just slightly. Once you get below 110 knots, 10 degrees of flaps. Just go ahead and let that nose just kind of come up. There you go.
For sure. That's 10.
Sky 419 runway 23, wind 210 at 5, clear to land.
So land runway 3, Sky 124.
Alright, so is it still 85, 75, 65?
Yes, correct. Watch your power, keep that up.
Thank you.
And Sky 124, 9 or 3 mile final.
Sky 419, roger.
Put up bird.
Go ahead and put in 20 degrees of flaps.
Alright.
Pitch for 75.
Alright. Alright, C1 rip.
Got a pretty good air park down there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've been there.
Alright, so we're sinking through the glide slope, so let's add power. Very good. Alright, so we're pretty low, so let's add a little more power. There you go. Now, not so much climb, just kind of level off and wait till you intercept the glide slope.
Okay. Alright, so do you want that third notch of flaps, or?
No, not at this point. There's where we're going, Montgomery. I was incorrect. I thought it was off to the left.
Okay.
Very, very nice.
Thank you.
Bring that power all the way out.
Oh, sure.
There you go. That'll help.
Yeah.
Guard 419, are you familiar with Montgomery?
I'm familiar with its location. 419. Go ahead and get on the
419, Roger, 180, exhibit Alpha, text to Montgomery, this frequency.
And expect taxi to Montgomery, this frequency. Alright, go ahead. We'll turn back around here.
Yep.
Taps up.
Okay, thank you.
Landing light off, taxi light on.
Alright, so we're turning on to Bravo here?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
That seems kind of like a ghost town. Whatever that was is all shut down.
Yeah, I know.
This looks like it's kind of in disrepair.
Yeah. Oh, there's all the cargo.
There's all the tankers.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty self-explanatory. Military,
Yeah,
civilian.
civilian.
So let's hang to the right.
Alright, so are we low in the right tank there?
No, that's a fault.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Wish I had like a man cave like that on top of my house.
I know.
Grissom Tower, Skyhawk 124-9er.
Forward 9er, second.
Yeah, do we pick you guys up for the departure out of here, or are we over to clearance delivery?
Are you departing IFR or BFR?
We'll be VFR back to the north.
You can just call me.
Alright, we'll do 4-9er, thank you.